بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم، وبعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هذه هي الحلقة السابعة لمادة اللغة الانجليزية للمستوى السادس في قسم الدعوة والاحتساب لطلاب وطالبات الانتساب المطور. والحلقة السابقة هي امتدادا للحلقات السابقة ونفس الموضوع للحلقة الخامسة والسادسة، وهو Unit 7. Unit 7, the title of the Unit 7, What's so funny about that? We already finished lesson number 5 and 6, and please always try to remember that you need to go over all the words that you have learned in this course, and also all the words and all the rules that you have learned in this course, and all the exercises that we went through, and try to write the exercises yourself. As I mentioned before, the more exercises you do, the more English you learn. The more words you know, the more English you know, and also the more expressions and words and grammar you study and you know, the more English you know and you understand. So again and again, please try to remember my advice here, just to read all the words in this book. You have a lot of good words, a lot of useful good words, so try to go over all of them. So if you miss one word, you might have some problem. So just try to make sure that you understand the meaning of each word in this book and every rule that you have in this book, just to make it easy for you to learn English in general. So now we'll just go to, and as I told you before, just try to check the CD in this book, try to listen to the passages of this book from the CD and try to understand the passage, and then try to read the passage yourself, and of course find the words and try to understand the meaning of each word, and then try to use them in your reading, in your writing, and of course when you listen and when you read, you might come across most of those words, because those words that you have in this book are among the most common words in English. So now we go to page 126. Page 126. This is lesson number 7. Lesson number 7. Focus on vocabulary. If you open your book, page 126. So the number 3, focus on vocabulary. So we'll try to focus on the vocabulary words and you have in this book. So just let's read number 1 here. So yeah, by the way, I sometimes I help you doing some of the exercises, but I hope that you can do the exercise yourself before you listen to your teacher, because the more exercises you do yourself, the more English you understand. But if you depend on your teacher, you might not learn good English. So please try to do it or to make the exercises yourself before we do it together. But since we are just meeting by the TV, so sometimes I will solve some of them, but I recommend that you yourself solve some of them. And by the way, most of them are very easy and very clear if you follow the guidelines and the instructions you have in each exercise. The instructions and guidelines are very clear, very easy to follow. So step by step, just read it, understand it, and try to use it in your book. So number 1, exercise number 1. A suffix is a word ending. So let's just go to the first slide in the book. So you have exercise number 1, which is a suffix is a word ending that can change both the form of the word and its part of speech. So, for example, changing the adjective tense to tension makes it a noun. So tense, if we change it to tension, that this is a noun. So look at the list of words below from reading 1 and 2. Place them in appropriate categories. So we have here, some words, so that we want to just classify them into different categories, as you can see in this exercise. So sometimes we can changing the adjective from adjective to noun by adding something. For example, the word tense, we can change it to tension, which is a noun. So we add, of course, we just delete E and we add I-O-N. So this is the way how to add, change it from adjective to noun. So now we go to the words itself. We have a list here of words. So number 1, unforgettable. Number 2, tremendous, frustrating, limited, comforting, ambition, charming, dignity, tension, opportunity, imperfection, comforted, well-dressed, impact, and encouraging, confused, satisfying, believable, and humorous. So, those words, we try to classify them according to their, whether they are noun, adjective, or adverb, or, but before that, we have a list here, which the list ends with, like ITY, ION, ING, ED, OUS, or ABL. So we have 3 or 6 groups actually. So we'll try to, classify them according to their group. So for example, so dignity will be under, ITY, right? So let's just start one by one. Unforgettable should go to which one? The last one, which ends in ABL, right? Then encouraging, of course, should go to the third one, which ends in ING. Opportunity also should go to the first one, ending in ITY. And ambition also should go to the second one, which is a noun, so because it ends in ION, right? So just try to, classify those words according to their ending, right? So if their ending is ITY, just classify it in group number 1. If it ends in ION, just classify it in number 2. If it is ending in ING, just classify it in the third group, or ED, the fourth group, or OUS, the fifth group, or ABLE. So this is to the third group. So by the way, those words, like, these are very good words, like, charming. Maybe if you don't know the meaning of charming, this is a very good word to know, because it's one of the most common words in English. Also dignity, also this is another important word. So try to check your dictionary, find the meaning of each word here, understand the meaning of that, and then try to classify it according to their ending, the ending you have here. So you need to know the meaning of all those words, because I think those words are very common and very useful words that we need them in English all the time. So for example, let's just use some of them. For example, ambition. So we talked about the word ambition before, that if somebody has ambition, he or she might study very hard. So ambition will encourage, can encourage somebody to do hard work, either studying or business or whatever. So as we mentioned before, ambition, a strong desire to do something. This is the meaning of ambition. So it's a strong desire of ambition. So if you remember my advice before, that whenever you want to know the meaning of any word, you need to check the meaning of that word in English. So for example, the word ambition, we said the meaning of that is a strong desire to do something, right? So the word ambition, if you go and check your dictionary, you'll find more words. For example, a strong desire to do something. So you know now 2 more words. Instead of just learning about ambition, you know about ambition, you know about strong, and you know about a desire. So this is the meaning of just my advice, that you need to use your English dictionary all the time. Every time you study English, you need to use your English dictionary, just to learn the meaning of that word in English, and also to know new words that are connected or associated with this word, right? So again and again, those words are very important. So try to learn the meaning of everyone here, and then just try for your yes, benefit, try to use them in a sentence. For example, just ambition, you might say, so and so. If you know somebody, for example, his name is, for example, is Ahmed, or anybody, you might say Ahmed has a strong desire to complete his study, for example, Ahmed has a strong ambition to complete his desires, which means that he has a strong desire to complete his study. So try to know the meaning of the word using your English, and then try to use it in a sentence, right? Try to use it in a sentence. Another good word here also, for the word comforted. Also another good word, comforted, to try to check, your dictionary to find the meaning of comforted. I think we went through this word before, but for your just, experience, your benefit, try to go and check it again and find the meaning and try to use it in a sentence. Also the word charming, another good word. Also satisfying, another good word. And confused and well-dressed. You might say, if you see your teacher or your maybe classmate, his dressing is well. You might say, this guy is well dressed. This guy is well dressed. So this is an adjective of somebody if he has a good dress, right? So we say, X is well dressed. So which means that his dress is very organized, very well, very nice. So this is the meaning of well dressed. So therefore, we need to check the meaning of each word, the meaning of that word, understand the meaning, of course, as I said, the meaning of that word in English, and then try to classify it, then try to use it in a sentence. So please try to go over all those words. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we have here now 19 words here. We have now about 19 words. So try to know the meaning of each word here. Try to understand the meaning of each word here. Try to use the meaning of that word or the word itself in a sentence. In this way, you will have, at least some knowledge, some good words that you can use in your speaking and in your also writing. Also, another good word that we have here in this exercise, dignity. Also, this is another very good word that you need to use in your daily life, in your daily speaking. So those words should be, learned by heart. You need to know the meaning of each one, understand it, and try to use it in your daily life. Now, let us just move to the next exercise, which is next exercise label here. Next slide, we have it here. So we say now label each suffix with the part of speech. It can change a word into noun, verb, or adjective. Use your dictionary to help you. So for example, we have ity. So what do you think? Do you think the words that end in ity, do you think it's noun or adjective or adverb or whatever? So try, or verb, what do you think? So if we just look at the words in the previous list, which ends in which end in the ity, for example, opportunity, or any other word which ends in ity, dignity, all these words are noun, right? Those are noun. So those are nouns. So they come. So any word that ends in ity should be a noun. So this is the meaning of this exercise. So we classify them according to their ending, of course, and then we classify them whether they are noun or verb or adjective or adverb. So now we move to the next one, which is any word that ends in ion. So for example, ambition. We have here ambition. We have tension here also. So and we have imperfection also. So those words end in ion. So what do you think? Do you think these are nouns or verbs or adverbs or what or adjectives or whatever? So if you just check your dictionary about any word of them, like ambition, okay, you will find that this word is a noun. So any word that ends in ion, should be a noun. So far we have two nouns. ity should be a noun, and ion also should be a noun. So now we move to the next one, ing. So we have ing here. So what type is it? Noun, verb, adjective. So just try to use them: noun, verb, or adjective. So ing usually, you know, do you think that ing sometimes, mostly, of course, ing should be a verb, right? So for example, encouraging, this is you know, adjective. This is adjective, and sometimes, you know, it can be a verb, can be adjective, or can be a verb. Can be adjective or a verb, both. So another one, frustrating, also ending in ing. Also, this is can be adjective or can be also a verb. Also, satisfying, this is can be adjective, also can be a verb. And also we have comforting, also another one, it can be adjective and it can be a verb, right? So those are, so far we have three types. ity should be noun, and ion should be a noun also, and ing can be verb or adjective, can be verb or adjective, verb or adjective. So we have now the fourth one, you know, ed, any word that ends in ed, is it a verb or noun or adjective? So let's take just some examples here. So any verb that ends in ed, for example, here we have comforted. Comforted, is it adjective or is it a verb or is it a noun? And also we have comforting, or comforted, and we have, you know, confused also. We have limited. So all these are, can we say these are verb or noun or adjective? You can choose. So sometimes those words can be a verb and also they can be adjective. So can be verb and can be adjective. So again, this type of words can be a verb or adjective. So now we move to the next one. OUS. OUS also, can we, you know, let us take some example. For example, OUS, we have here humorous, we have humorous, and we have tremendous, right? Tremendous and humorous. So these are they nouns, adjective, or verbs? So, you know, if you check your dictionary, you will find those words are adjective. Those words are adjective. So we go to the last one, which is ABLE. ABLE. So what do you think? So let us just take some examples here. Unforgettable. We have one example here. Unforgettable. Also, we have, you know, believable. Believable and unforgettable. So if you check your dictionary, and you will find these two words are adjective. Those two words are adjectives. So the words that end in ABLE, they should be adjectives. They should be adjectives. So this is the difference here. So we have nouns, we have adjectives, we have verbs. So sometimes we have one word can be adjective and also can be a verb, right? So they are different from one to another. So try to write the name or classify each one under which group, whether it's a verb, a noun, or an adjective. So this is a way how to classify them. And of course, those are, you know, some signs to choose or to know the type of that word, whether it's noun, verb, or adjective. Noun or verb or adjective. So I hope that it's very clear for everybody to understand the differences between noun, verb, adjectives, based on, of course, their suffix. So again, the suffix means the ending of that word. So a word ending means a suffix. So the suffix means the word ending. So from the word ending or from the suffix, we can, you know we can classify the word, whether it's a noun, a verb, or adjective, just from their ending. So now we'll just try to go to next exercise, number 2, slide number 2. Rewrite the sentences below using the new word form in parentheses. Keep the meaning of the original sentence. So you just write the sentence again and keep the meaning there, but just use the words in the parentheses. Okay. So now let us just do number 1. As it's done here. Number 1 said, when Leslie Ball Andy Arnaz had the opportunity to create a TV show. They experienced confusion at first. So try to use confuse in this word, in this sentence here. So we say, when Lucy Ball and Desi Arnaz had the opportunity to create a TV show, they felt confused at first. So we changed the second, section of this sentence from they experienced confusion at first to they felt confused at first, right? So you just try to change the form, or just rewrite the sentence using the new word from the parentheses. Sometimes we have the word is noun, like for example the confusion here is noun, but here the word is adjective. We change it from noun to adjective. So we can change the word from noun to adjective, or from adjective to noun, or from verb to noun, whatever. So just try to play with the sentence and try to keep the sentence as it is. So this is a very clear example. Just keep the meaning of the sentence, but try to change only the form or the sentence itself. Just rewrite the sentence just using the new words that you have in the parentheses. So we have here, this is number 1. I think it's very clear for everybody. Try to do all the exercises as you have here. So for example, in also number 2, Lucy Ball had an encouraging dream, right? So we have here encouraging as here as adjective. Also encouragement, we change it to encouragement, right? So encouragement here is a noun. So we should change it to another sentence. So of course you can change it to whatever you like, but one example is we can say Lucy Ball had encouragement, or the Lucy Ball dream was encouraged here, or Lucy Ball encouragement was because of her dream. So try to just play with the sentence, just to change the word from encouraging to encouragement. I think this is very easy for you. Just try to think about it and try to use and rewrite it another sentence and change it. Number 3, it takes ambition to become a successful doctor like Cliff Huxtable. Okay, so we should change it to ambitious, right? We just change it to ambitious. So we might just say, Dr. Cliff Huxtable ambitious. Dr. Huxtable was ambitious, right? We can say, Dr. Cliff Huxtable is ambitious, because this is an adjective. So you can change it from noun to adjective. So usually we say ambitious as an adjective, right? Adjective, but ambition is as a noun. So you can change it from noun to adjective using just a new form, just rewriting the sentence again, right? So just try to change the sentence from one form to another, just changing from adjective to noun or noun to adjective. And I think, just for your information, the most important thing here, you need to know the meaning of each word, and then try to use it in a sentence. So try to just have a new form, new form of the sentence, but of course it should have the same meaning. So please try to complete this exercise as a homework. And also we have another exercise in page 127, which is number 3. We say, write a summary of what you have learned about the differences in the humor of the 1950s and of the 1980s, using at least 5 of the words below. You may change the form of the words. Of course, also here in page 127, you have very good words. You have around maybe 12 words, which are very important, very good, very common words. You need to understand their meaning. And to use them in a sentence. Try to practice them in a sentence, just to make sure that you understand the meaning of each one. So please, again, try to remember my advice. Just try to learn those words, the meaning of those words, and try to understand them, and try to use them and practice them in your speaking and also in your writing. So this is the end of this part of this lesson, and hopefully to see you next lesson. وهذا هو آخر ما في الحلقة السابعة، ونلتقي بكم إن شاء الله بالحلقة القادمة. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.